NFL Hall of Famer Eric Dickerson is back talking about Shedeur Sanders collateral collusion. He just went off on the Cleveland Browns, calling them a horrible franchise, and they should cut Shedeur Sanders now. Fans can't believe he said it, and this could change Shedeur's future.
And I'll tell you this much here: what I heard from someone that's in the NFL, that the NFL told other, don't draft him, do not draft him. We're gonna make an example out of him. And this came from a very good source. And he said that, I won't say who, somebody called the Cleveland Browns and said, don't do that. Draft him. Yep, draft him. Don't do that. Because they weren't going to draft him either. They weren't going to draft him.
Shedeur was supposed to go to the Browns this whole time. The whole NFL colluded, including the Browns. Shedeur is taking the punishment for Deshaun Watson. Shedeur is collateral collusion. Now, what you just seen was Eric Dickerson talking about over a month ago about Shedeur Sanders collateral collusion, where the Browns were forced to draft Shedeur and even could have went undrafted. But who said it first on this YouTube channel? Moneymane, you already know, said it first, and I got the videos to prove it. Moneymane, you already know, said it first right here on my channel. I told y'all plethora of times that Shedeur Sanders was collateral collusion to Deshaun Watson $230 million fully guaranteed contract. The Browns was forced to draft him. They called Jimmy Haslam Saturday morning to remind him that he had to draft Shedeur. He said it out his own mouth. And then we got an NFL Hall of Famer coming back, doubling down on what he said.
A lot of noise with your with some stuff you were saying about things you felt about Shedeur Sanders in the NFL, kind of like making him a pariah, kind of blackballing him a little bit. After seeing what's been going on for the last couple of weeks, do you feel like that stands?
Yeah, I didn't make that up. That's true.
That's true.
That's true. That's a true statement. I mean, I got it from an inside source. The guy who works for the National Football League. He got it from inside the league. Yeah, I mean, look.
I'm telling you right now, I might be the inside source. I'm telling you, I was thinking outside the box coming up with this, and I'm telling you, man, this is confirmation.
It's different for us. I'm just gonna say that, you know, black players, you know, we can't speak out like, you know, like some of the white players. Nothing against the white players. It's not even about that. You know, we both have the same struggles. I mean, we really do. So it's just sometimes they want to make a statement, you know, to show you that, you know, you're not all that. You know, I know they don't care for his dad. And I think Deion's a great guy.
Like I told y'all with my prime equity clause theory, I said that these players coming out of college with the NILs, they have brands now. The NFL is afraid of these players coming in the NFL with these big brands, these big followings already of their own, where they don't need all that NFL money. So guess what? Shedeur is the prime example of what is the future to come, and the NFL don't know how to deal with it. So what you got to do? You got to do a punishment, a show and tell. We got to treat somebody that's already doing it badly to show these other players that you ain't come into the NFL and do the same thing, even though Shedeur ain't did nothing but be yourself. But coming in with a brand already, the NFL doesn't like that. Think about it. How many players that you know today in the NFL that came in drafted, before they got drafted, they had their own brand? Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, they didn't have their own brand before they got drafted. The NFL created their brand so they can make more money off of it. Shedeur doesn't need the NFL for anything. As you've seen, as he went to the hood and had a fun fest. He didn't call the Browns. He didn't call the NFL. He didn't tell them, hey, I need this to get organized. Shedeur did it on his own. That's brand power. That's influence. And the NFL don't like none of that. If they ain't making no money off of it, you can't do it.
Tries to help these young men become men, not boys. And I just felt like it was wrong what they did to him. I mean, look, Mel Kiper said in 30 years he didn't see nothing like this. Right. I mean, so, you know, it was something to that. I mean, I know when it's something's done wrong. I mean, we all know. I mean, all of us talked about it, you know, but nothing we could do about it.
Some news.
Straight collateral collusion. NFL had a lawsuit going on about collusion between Lamar Jackson Kyler Murray and Russell Wilson when their contract was up after Deshaun Watson signed that $230 million contract. It was proven that the NFL colluded against those players, but no punishment was handed down. So guess what the NFL do? They wait 5 months later to release the verdict that it was collusion, but they was found not guilty. And then why Moneymane? So they could do it again in the NFL draft. How do they do it again in the NFL draft? Moneymane, they make Shedeur slide all the way to the 5th round. When the last time have you sat at your computer, sat at your TV, sat at your phone, and watched the NFL draft on day 3? Never. The highest viewership ever in NFL draft history on day 3 was to watch one man to see where he went. Everybody wanted to see where Shedeur Sanders got drafted. And eventually, he got drafted in the 5th round because the Browns traded up to get him. They had to make it look like that Shedeur wasn't going to go undrafted. If the NFL wanted really to have it their way to prove that they do collude, they would have let Shedeur go undrafted. Now answer this. Which would have been the bigger story? Shedeur Sanders getting drafted in the 5th round or Shedeur going undrafted? After he was projected as a number 1 draft pick, after he was projected as a 1st round draft pick, after he was projected as a top 3 pick, and all of a sudden, he ain't played football for months and he falls to the 5th round, let alone go undrafted. That would have been the bigger story and prove that the NFL colluded.
Recently came out a report that he basically didn't want to go to Baltimore, and that he didn't want to sit behind.
Why all of a sudden this comes out?
Lamar.
Why all of a sudden this comes out now? This is after the fact. I don't believe that. I mean, I know that came from myself. I forgot the reporter's name, but I don't believe that. I mean, it's possible, but I just don't believe that. I mean, that would have came out early. I mean,
any
Hall of Famer Eric Dickerson, I said the same exact thing. Why in the world the timing of this information will come out when the Cleveland Browns play the Ravens? Exactly the date, the morning of the Cleveland Browns play the Ravens on their 30th year anniversary. The team that left Cleveland to go to Baltimore to create the Ravens. If you didn't know, the Ravens came from the Cleveland Browns. Cleveland fans to this day say the Ravens stole their team, or Art Modell moved to Cleveland and stole their team and moved them to Baltimore to create the Ravens. 30 years ago, the Ravens have won 2 Super Bowls in them 30 years. Cleveland Browns ain't won nothing since 1964 when Jim Brown was playing. Who is the biggest story in the NFL? The 3rd string quarterback that got drafted in the 5th round, a 144 pick. He is the top dog story in the world right now. Shedeur get clicks and views and make money. These reporters and these people that spread these lies about Shedeur, they was losing their money, so they had to come up with another thing. It was never proven or denied by John Harbaugh, the head coach of the Ravens, because he said he can talk about it. And even Shedeur didn't confirm or deny it. Now I'm telling you though, like Eric Dickerson said, I didn't believe it. Like he said, why would it come out now? It should have came out right after the draft. And why? Answer this now. Why would the Ravens honor a 5th round draft pick's request of not drafting him? Last time I checked, it was an NFL draft. You can pick anybody, even if they don't want to be on your team. Why would the Ravens honor a 5th round draft pick decision not to get drafted by their team? Answer that.
Quarterback in his right mind be like, hey, I know you have to sit behind the best in the game, but according to some, I mean, he's the MVP. But wouldn't you learn so much too?
You would learn a lot. I mean, it'd make him a better quarterback. I mean, look, a lot of these guys, to me, they throw them in there too fast or too soon. But I mean, that's the age we're in right now. They want the number 1 picks to play right away, the quarterback. Some of them aren't ready. That's why some of them fail. And it depends on what team you go to. I mean, if you go to a team like the Browns, I mean, honestly, that's not a good football team. I hate to see them. I wish they would have cut it. They didn't have an opportunity at a better football team because, I mean, the Browns have had so many 1st round picks and screwed it up. I mean, that's a bad football team. And they were bad when I played. I mean, they were decent. I think they were pretty good, but they're horrible.
So do you think what do you think the move for Shedeur is at this point? Do you hope he gets cut? That way he can move on?
I don't wish that for anybody. You know, that's for the Browns. That's for Shedeur. That's for them to do. I mean, I don't think he's gonna get a fair shot there. I don't, because I don't think they really wanted him. I don't think the coach wanted him. They should have fired him too. But
exactly, the Cleveland Browns didn't want him. The owner didn't want him. That's why he threw him on Andrew Berry, saying he was an Andrew Berry pick. But like Jimmy said, Saturday, if you would have asked me Friday night that Saturday morning we were gonna dress Shedeur, I would have told you no. Because why? The right people called. Who was the right people, Jimmy? You just told on yourself. Go watch the full Eric Dickerson interview from the first time. He said them people called and told them to draft Shedeur. Don't do that. No, Shedeur was your punishment. You were supposed to draft him. They just called you to remind you. And I told this on my live. Y'all need to like and subscribe and share right now.
So I just, I'm not a Browns fan, at all, so I could care less. But I mean, I'm a Shedeur fan. I'm a Deion Sanders fan. My
original collateral collusion video came out over 2 months ago when I first brought this idea to y'all that the Browns were forced to draft Shedeur, and Shedeur would have went undrafted. And I'm telling you, I doubled down on it because I came out with another video. The video that I showed at the beginning when I was telling y'all that the collateral collusion was confirmed. I need y'all to go like, subscribe, and share and watch both of these videos, man. I'm 100 for 100 on this thing. And I ain't just talking, and I'm telling y'all what I'm thinking. Straight out my mind. Straight out my mind. I'm telling you, I think outside the box. I think outside the box. So I think y'all need to also.
My savages! Moneymane in the thing of a T and playing no games. Should already know my name when I speak NCC flame. Got my YouTube poppin', man. Like, subscribing, everything in between. You already know Moneymane. You